When visiting London, I thought to myself that you do a lot of walking when visiting the landmarks. So I thought to myself this, how many steps do you walk in a day out in London? With the help of my Garmin watch, I was going to answer that question. To begin with, I went downstairs where for breakfast I had porridge, toast and beetroot juice. And then to get myself ready, I put on my England football shirt and my Great Britain bucket hat. If my day was to continue in this fashion, I'd be averaging between 7,000 to 8,000 steps. So the question was, how many more would I do after visiting London? After taking the train from Manning Tree to London Liverpool Street, I already had 2,416 steps in the bag. After walking 1.5 kilometers, we visited our first landmark for the day, the Tower of London. The Tower of London once served as a prison and has served many royal residents over the years, including Queen Elizabeth I. She left the prison to become Queen of England, but others were not so lucky. One such example is Elizabeth's mother Anne Boleyn, who left the tower with a one-way ticket to the chopping block. After seeing the Shard, we then headed to the south side of the River Thames by walking over the infamous Tower Bridge. After making it to the other side of the river, I had already walked 6,800 steps. We then saw HMS Belfast, which was used during World War II and the Korean War. A ship further back in history which I also saw was the Golden Hind. This ship is most famous for when it was used by Sir Francis Drake, who became the first Englishman to circumnavigate the world. At this point I buzzed for 5 kilometers on my watch, so to restore my energy supplies I had a gingerbread latte from Pret and Manager. Back to the walk-in and we saw the Shakespeare Globe. Also in the area was the Millennium Bridge, and if you squint your eyes in the distance you can see St Paul's Cathedral. With the Tate Modern behind us, we decided this was the perfect time to have some dinner, where I had some chicken. A quick update on the step counter, and we've just surpassed the 10,000 steps mark. After walking for what felt like a decade, we then saw our next famous landmark, which was Cleopatra's Needle. A glazed donut and cinnamon roll later, the step counter was now over 16,000. The final landmark which I saw was Trafalgar Square, but with over an hour's walk back to the train station, that step counter was still rising. After finally reaching the train, I realised I had accidentally walked 15 kilometers on the dot. But what I was really interested in was the step counter. And opening my phone, I saw I had walked 25,625 steps.